to Catherine's Garden and Home. It is really good to be with you here today. I hope that all is well with you. And today we are going to be talking about greenhouses and growing and how to get started with that whole process of growing our gardens. And I know that we are excited about this change and we're ready and excited about this season. Why? Because we have been working in our journals and putting together our ideas. I've been looking at my journal, The Garden to Call My Own, the Intentional Garden Journal for 2022, and it has helped me to be more intentional and specific about what I want to grow this year and what I want my garden to look like. It has really helped me to focus in on what is most important and not just work haphazardly, but rather be more intentional and specific about what is my garden going to look like and what I'm going to grow. I want to grow everything and anything really, but I know that I have to be realistic also because I have to look at my garden, look at its location, look at the zone, look at the amount of lighting that I'm receiving, look at the amount of rainfall, determining what my soil is like, and all of these variables come into play in having a good garden. And also, I don't want to overthink the process either because I want to have fun in the garden. So how can I make this gardening season more relaxing than last year? Last year, I had a lot of fun. I truly enjoyed my garden, and I want to do the same thing this year. The thing that I find exciting about the garden is that it doesn't have to be the same every single year. It can be a little bit different. And that's what makes it exciting. Hello, hello, hello. You know I've got to put on my glasses. And I'm so glad. Hey, G Mama Grows and Glory Coley Cahill, ready to talk about dreamy greenhouses. Yes, how are you today? And also G Mama Grows, how are you? So good to have you in the house. And yes, I do want to talk about greenhouses. My Hartley greenhouse catalog came in, and it is really dreamy. It makes me think about what is possible. And, you have to also think about the fact, well, is this really practical, for me? But that doesn't mean that you can't dream. And who knows, you might be able to create something similar, something that is worthwhile for your home and your garden. So that is my intention for us to just open up our the possibilities and also our creativity. And that's why I put creativity down in the description right here. Put creativity down in the description because we can take the basic understandings of what is a greenhouse and why is a greenhouse important to us, and how can we utilize those same things, the design of a greenhouse, to create our own unique greenhouse with the materials and the things that we do have. So it's a lot to discuss. I'm so glad you come to join me. Yeah, the greenhouse company is gorgeous, but very expensive. Yes, it is. So that's why we want to, you have to also wonder, well, is a glass greenhouse practical for your home, your area where you live, or would a more different style of greenhouse be more practical for you, more something like a high tunnel. Would that be more practical for you? And would you have the space to really have that special? Yeah. Hey, Sonia, so good to have you come on. Thank you. So, here is it. Here is this is, of course, highly, you've got to have some money if you're going to have this. But you can dream about it, as I said, and you can take the ideas that it has to offer and make it your own. And I think, too, that as gardeners, the more that we stretch ourselves, the more possibilities will come our way. The more that we will be able to receive a whole lot more things. Opportunity will come our way. You know that law of attraction. The right things will be attracted to us. I have my light there, and it is shining on my glasses so that you can see me. Yeah, so I'm going to remove this light here because it is just a distraction. But don't go anywhere, people, okay? No, that's so much more better. I don't like the light in my glasses either. Yeah, that is much, much better. Okay, there we go. And so so that's, I just had to move it. I wanted the light, but it's not too bad. I think you can still see me. But yeah, I am so excited about this topic because having a greenhouse is a really good thing. The benefits of having some form of greenhouse is that you are able to begin the process of growing. And especially if you live in our zone, zone 6, or even in zone 7 and zones 5, that it's a good thing to have some form of a greenhouse because now you can get started on seed sowing. And especially if you don't have necessarily room in your house, but you have a porch or a deck or someplace in which it can be sheltered and that you can kind of put it or angle it so that it can, your seedlings can get the sun during the day and also be protected somehow during the evening. I was hoping that Thelma would come on Yankee Sister Homestead because she, in a sense, set up that same idea of a greenhouse or a covering for her plants, her pots, that she put on her deck or her porch, I think, and she covered them, providing that protection that they need, but giving them the outside light. And a lot of you are doing the winter gardening where you are using the milk jugs or the water jugs to start to plant seeds. Well, the whole idea of that is that of a greenhouse, a protected place where the plants can begin to grow. A couple of my plants are hanging on outside. My greenhouse isn't heated. Yes, and so yes, of course, the temperature, if it's not a heated greenhouse, then it limits what you can grow. However, if you want to just begin seeds, if you just want to protect those plants that can handle a little bit of cold, then it is a wonderful thing to have. Or if you want to begin planting seeds that for plants that are able, or seeds that are able to handle the cold, then it's great. So what it does is it extends your growing season from earlier times, and then it also extends it at the back end into the winter. So the main greenhouse gardening factors are light, temperature, ventilation, and watering. But that's just touching the surface. The more you get into this style of growing, the more you recognize virtually everything is within arm's reach, from the lighting to the pollination. So there's so much you can do. And there is a lot of information. I was just looking up a lot of information on greenhouses and growing in a greenhouse. And they have indoor herb garden kits. They have different other ways that you can begin that process and actually take it outside. So what can you grow in a greenhouse? There's so much you can grow in a greenhouse. So many different vegetables and flowers can be grown in a greenhouse. You can grow tomatoes and peppers and eggplants and lettuce and cucumbers and salad and spring cabbage and squash and more. And greenhouses can be used seasonally throughout the whole growing season, in the spring, the summer, the fall, and we know into the winter. And definitely in the winter, if you are able to heat your greenhouse. I don't know if any of you watched Laura from Garden Answer today. It just so happened that she was down at the garden center where her parents have a garden center, and the young, spring plants were coming in, and they had pansies and different lavender and other plants coming in, and she hellebores, which are other types of flowers that grow at this time. And this shipment was coming in of plants, and she was so excited about it. And her mother, you saw that this morning? Yes. Her mother and her sister, they both got the little greenhouses that they put together, and they added some heat to it. One of them happened to be in the shade, and the other one happened to be in a more sunny location. Of course, the one in the sunny location was doing much better than the one in the shade. But then, of course, in the winter, in the summertime, when it's very, very hot, the one in the shade would actually be better for the plants, because it provides some protection from the intense heat. But that is what, so even at the garden center, they're using a greenhouse. Now, they put in a heating source to help to keep the plants warm, or to warm up the space. And one can do that too. But the whole idea of having this extended space where you can even dress it up, it was amazing how they were beautifying it. I saw those big, beautiful pots. Sonia, did you see the pots? I said, oh, wow, look at the garden pots, the containers. And I even liked how they had the bigger pots, and she put another pot inside of a big pot and then put the plant. I thought that was pretty neat. I thought that was very, 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 very creative. And then even using what they had, the wood, the wood from the crates and so forth, to protect the plants even within the greenhouse, so that they can have the protection from the cold. So all of that, it is so good to know that we can be creative, and we can come up with other ways to really help to make our gardening, to me, more fun, more interesting, more experimental. For me, having that greenhouse allows me to experiment. I feel like a scientist, botanist, something, who's getting my seeds and getting my soil together and planting them in, and then watching them and tending them and all of that. It just feels like a great thing. And okay, Chrissy, how are you? Chrissy's there too. Christy says, I wish I could have a small one on my carport. It has been very windy here, and I have been scared to buy one. Yes, yes, yes. So all of that comes into play also. That's why one has to pick the best one. And then if you have a handyman around the house or a builder in your home, you can actually have your someone build you one. And there's so many different designs, so many different options. I've seen people create greenhouses from windows, old windows they've gathered. You're experimenting with new plants outside too, G Mama? That's good. That's good. Let me just stop and welcome everybody. It's so good to have you all come here to be with me. I'm so happy that you've come to share this time with me here at Catherine's Garden and Home. And I don't even know if I really introduced myself. Yeah, my name is Catherine, and I am here in the Northeast, and this is Catherine's Garden and Home. My zone is Zone 6. I'm not sure if it's A or B, and I think that different parts of my garden is more A, and different other parts of the garden seems to be more B, depending on what side of the house you are, because I find that there are like grow pockets of different temperatures, and some things grow faster than others, and some things warm up a little bit quicker than other parts of the garden. So I just say Zone 6. And I am just excited that you all are interested in this whole idea of gardening for 2022. This is a year or a season in which a lot of people have decided to grow their own food. And definitely Zone 6A, that's what you are. G Mama grows. Growing your own food is imperative. It is important that you grow your own food this year, that you start growing something and start playing around with it and experimenting and stretching yourself and start dreaming of how you're going to house your own food. And we want to be able to grow our own food from both ends of the spectrum, from starting as early as possible and holding on to that food to as late as we possibly can. Catherine, what kind of things do you like to grow? I like to grow everything. Glory. I like to grow them all. I love flowers. I love vegetables. I love herbs. I love the exotics. I love to experiment with them all. But I do love the idea of growing my own food. And I tell you, I still have food from last year. And even today, I was using, was it today? Well, I have it out there. I was going to make some soup, but I have my pumpkin. I have I had two pumpkins. My little pumpkin started to get spoiled, so I had to get rid of it. But I still have a big pumpkin that I have to cut and use before it spoils. And I also have some other squash. And then I've frozen some vegetables in my freezer, and that I'm still eating. Some of the peppers. And it's amazing how I haven't had to really shop for produce at the grocery store because I have I grew my food over the summer. So it is important to grow that. And so what can you grow what can you grow? Did you keep the seeds from the pumpkin? Yes, I have. I have so many pumpkin seeds and butternut squash seeds and the patty pan seeds. I think those are the most easiest things to grow. Squash, any type of squash is just one of the easiest plants and seeds to grow. Just give it a nice bunch of good soil and compost and a lot of sun, and let it take off, and you will have. And I've really enjoyed that. I also I also connected with my church, which has a farmer's market, which had a farmer's market too. So I supplemented a lot of my own gardening food with their food as well, because they grew onions and they grew other things that I didn't grow. Like I still have carrots from them. They have string beans. I still have string beans in there, and I've frozen them. So I'm not a canner. I don't know if I would eat the canned foods. It doesn't seem to appeal to me. But I do like the frozen foods. I loved freezing my vegetables and putting them in the freezer. So I invested in a small freezer in which I was able to freeze my foods. And, I got the little baggies. Hey, Beverly, G Mama Girls, how you, I mean, oh, sorry. Gardens are me. Mm-hmm. Good. Yes. How are you, my sweetie pie? Sonia says, I have pumpkin seeds. Should I try and grow the seeds this year or wait until next year? No, try and grow them this year. Yes. Grow your pumpkin seeds this year. Yeah. Oh, definitely. And you'll have more pumpkins, and then before you know, one thing with pumpkins is that you get like 60 or so seeds within one pumpkin, 60 plus. So you have plenty of pumpkin seeds to, plant, and then you'll have many pumpkins. The only thing is you got to give them a lot of space, a lot of room, and also the trailing part. They love to trail. But the squash is something that you can grow later on, and you could direct sow squash seeds in the ground because they grow more on the other end of the season. But like plants that you might want to start early in a greenhouse would be like tomatoes, your peppers, your eggplants. Those are plants that you might want to start early with. And then, of course, the lettuces, the cabbage, you can start them and actually then plant them out in the ground earlier because they're cold weather crops. So they're cold weather crops or seeds, and then there are those that are more in the summer crops that really need the heat, the hot temperatures, and then you have the others. So that's something we will discuss in depth more, the different types of plants and seeds and so forth. But having that greenhouse really helps us to get started, especially if you're in the Northeast. Now, the channel that I really love is my girl Angela. Angela of Busy Bee Homestead. Angela of Busy Bee Homestead. I don't know if I'm saying her channel right, but Angela has a greenhouse, and she has been growing. We started off pretty much at the same time. You have bush watermelons. Oh, good for you. We started off pretty much at the same time, and she ended up getting herself this greenhouse that was made out of soda bottles. She went and she got this greenhouse made out of soda bottles. That was the first thing that she did. And then she had someone come and build her. Yes, I watch her too. Yeah. Build her a greenhouse. Let me see if I can pull her up. She had someone come and build her a greenhouse. And now Angela, okay, let me see. Busy Bee Garden, I think in Homestead. I think that's her name. I should have prepped her to come on. Oh, here she is. Yeah, Angela's Busy Bees. This is her. Yeah, Angela. Oh, let me see. Oh, wow. Yeah, Angela. There she is. Angela's Busy Bee Garden and Homestead. If you haven't subscribed to her, subscribe to her. She is a sweet woman. very sweet, sweet like sugar. And she has had videos, her videos, I've been following her, and she used to join me on my other channel, and we'd meet in the mornings, and she just got into building this homestead, and then she started, I'm trying to pull up her, this is a while back. So she got this bottle greenhouse that was made. It was so cute. And she started growing her seedlings in it. Now she's in zone 7A, I believe, 7A. So it's much more warmer than mine. And then she got someone to build her a greenhouse. And there she does a lot of seed sowing, because then she sells her seedlings at the farmer's market. She ended up getting the license or whatever it is that she needed to be able to be called a special something and be able to sell her different things, her seedlings and stuff, at the farmer's market. It is so sweet, and it's so exciting to see her. Yeah, update on seedlings, February 13, 2020. Yeah, let me see if I can pull up her. I'm trying to pull up her picture. I just thought about her. Yeah, plastic bottle greenhouse.
Hello, fellow YouTubers. This is Angela with
Let me show
Angela's
you.
Busy Bee House.
See
As
her?
you can see, the greenhouse was built with 2-liter bottles. They used a Sprite 2-liter bottle for the roofing and Coca-Cola 2-liter bottles for the sides and the walls and the door
Isn't
of the
that unique?
greenhouse. And this particular greenhouse was designed by a young lady who was in the Girl Scouts, and she wanted to demonstrate sustainability and how you can be eco-friendly and pretty much recycle plastic bottles and put
Isn't
them to
that
good
cute?
use. And as you all know, that millions of bottles are thrown into the landfill. And out of all of the bottles that are used on a daily basis in the United States and in the entire world, only 80% go into the landfill. So you can see that there's really a need to recycle our plastic bottles. And I'll take you inside of the greenhouse. It's a 5x8 space, and I will be using it to start my seedlings, and also for bringing in citrus trees and other perennial annuals, that I would like to try to keep over the winter into this area. And I also purchased 2 of the shelves that they had. There were 2 like this. I might decide to use one in my garage, but they sold this to me for $10. And if you go to Lowe's or Home Depot, these can sell for as much as $50, $60 a piece. The greenhouse was sold to me for $100, but of course I've had to have it delivered to my home. This greenhouse was also used in the Williamson County Fair in Tennessee as a demonstration on sustainability and how you can start growing food from seed. I'm really excited about this greenhouse. I've been wanting one for a long time. Didn't know I was going to purchase a plastic bottle one, but when I saw it, I said, I really wanted this one and I wanted to try it out. It is designed to increase the temperature.
Isn't that beautiful? And so you could check her out. This is Angela Busy Bee Homestead, and she got this greenhouse made out of Coke bottles. But then she upgraded and got a someone to come and look at this. You could actually see that. Look at that. And you could check her out. Check out her channel. and she does a lot of seed starting in her greenhouse, and just really an exciting thing. Um, so that's what I'm saying about creativity. That yes, they have the more expensive greenhouses, but you can figure out what is best for you and why you want to have one, and how is it going to help you to really be able to create and grow what you need to grow. Now, here I looked up different greenhouses. You can buy one, and they have a range of prices here also. They have one as low as $28. And of course, we have the really expensive greenhouses. My Hartley Botanical greenhouse, that I wanted to show you and share with you, which is really a house, the price of a house. So, what do you all think about that? What are you all thinking about? What do you think about this whole idea of a greenhouse? And what are your expectations? What do you want to do? How do you want to? Would you want one? And what would you want it for? And how would you use it? Wow, that's nice. Yes, yes, that is very, very nice. Um, then there are people who use. Hi, Hoga Homestead. How are you? Then there's some people that use the high tunnels. The high tunnels. And that is a form of a greenhouse. It's a place where you can start your seedlings and shelter your crops and grow there as well. So for me, as I had shown you, if you watched my last video that I put out, I showed my little greenhouse that I had. And I did purchase a little greenhouse from Ocean Job Lot last year and put it together. Yes, and you want a bigger greenhouse to grow more food. Yes, yes. That's the idea. But then there is, I would love a greenhouse. It gets cold in the Midwest. Yes, I would love to have one just to grow veggies and flowers ahead of the planting season. That's Beverly. That's what she says. Come on. Who else? What else? So you have the desire. You have the desire, and you want to get it, and you know why you want to get it. You want to get one because you want to extend your growing season. You want to start seeding seeds. You want a greenhouse. And a greenhouse is excellent for that because it's a controlled environment, and it allows you to monitor your seedlings. I like the idea of a greenhouse because I don't necessarily want to be growing plants in my home. One, I don't want any bugs in my home. I always wanted a glass greenhouse. Yes, that is great. Some people have made glass greenhouses by getting windows and putting that together. Temperature control is another reason why people want greenhouses, because yes, like us who are in the northern states, zone 6 and above, it's really much colder, and so we need that protection for our seedlings. Actually, and some of the places in the south, they also use greenhouses because the temperatures really dip down and become cold there as well. So a greenhouse is a way of being more sure of being able to grow your plants. For the lighting, like in my home here, it's kind of dark. You know, I'm in the Northeast, and the way that they built homes, it's different. It's more to conserve the energy, and so that I have curtains and things like that, so that it does inhibit some of the light. But when the plants are outside, they will get the full light, you know, from being outside. And I've noticed, like, whenever I try to grow seedlings inside, what happens is that it sort of causes the seedlings to be weak, and they kind of like are stretching towards the sunlight. And it's so depressing, because they want to grow, but they're not getting what they need. They're not getting the light. The lighting is the biggest issue. And yes, you could have grow lights and all that other things, but as I said, space can be an issue. So having a greenhouse really extends my growing space. Yeah, they get leggy. Yes, that's exactly the word, the term. Thank you, Bev. Watering. There are certain watering systems and techniques also that one has with the greenhouses. So, let me see what else I wanted to share with you. So I bought a little greenhouse last year, and I found it to be very helpful, very helpful. Now here's a type of greenhouse that you could also get. One that you can put up and take down. And cold frame greenhouses. There's standard greenhouses. There are the cold frame greenhouses. Here's some more pictures of different types of greenhouses. So it's important to actually figure out what type of greenhouse would be best for you. What can you really utilize in your house? Well, I just wanted to share with you. All right, so I'm going to share with you my Hartley greenhouse catalog. And this is the creme of the la creme. This is for people who, and this is what it looks like. Isn't that gorgeous? And you'll find greenhouses like that in estates and in different parts of the UK and in botanical gardens. So it says, why Hartley? What makes Hartley Botanical the finest glass houses money can buy? There are glass houses, and then there are Hartley Botanical glass houses, combining inspired design with enduring quality. Nothing quite enhances your garden and home like a Hartley Botanical, each one beautifully handmade to last a lifetime. I'm going to actually bring the camera closer so that you can see it here. See if I can put it together for you. Could you see that? There we go. Hey, Brampton Gardner, so good to have you. Yeah, so we're looking at, this is the Hartley. I got my my Hartley catalog. My table is so full of things. Let me see if I can clear up the space so that you can get a good view of what it is. And you all are so patient with me. But you know what? You can order your own Hartley catalog and get to see. And it talks about its heritage and proud history and different things. Let me see if I can show you. Now look at this. This is the Royal Horticultural Society endorsing the Hartley greenhouse. And it's handmade in England. Now, you know, if you follow Gardner's, what's her name? Laura of Garden Answer, you know that she has a Hartley like this, something like this. And it's called a Grand Manor. She just had it installed. And then this is a Victorian manor. It's like a small little house for the plants. This is the Grand Gallery. And this actually looks like Laura's greenhouse, the Victorian Gallery. It's gorgeous, yes. And you know what? I would suggest that you take some time and just order a catalog. And they're so gracious that they'll send you a catalog. And it's just something for you to dream about and reminisce. Now, look at this. This is something that if you have the space in your backyard, and you have someone who is a builder in your household or a friend who can help you build it, you can actually design it and put it together. Show them a picture of it. Here's another one. These greenhouses are expensive, Deborah. Oh, wow. They run. Let me just show you the pictures and then we'll talk money. Isn't that pretty? This is a classic. Doesn't that look good? Now this is one that you could possibly get. It's called a Plant House Chelsea. All right, so you were talking pricing. Well, some of them in the pricing, like the Victorian Grand Manor, that is $198,000. That's someone's house. But the least expensive is $33,700. And let's see, $39,600 for the Paxton. This is the Paxton. This is $33,000. But the point is, don't get out of here. Yes. Yeah, for this one. It sounds real rich in here. We're dreaming. How are you, urban girl gardener and lifestyle? So good to have you in the house. How's life? I checked you out recently. You had a giveaway or something like that going on. And but the point is this, is that you can, if you have someone who is creative, who is able to build for you, say you have your hubby or a friend who's into construction, you can take the concepts that are here in this house and design your own. Design yours that will suit your living. So it's, yes, it is a lot, and looking at it like this may seem out of reach right now, but that doesn't mean that you can't have one, you can't dream. Oh, Holga, oh, there are 29 days until my birthday. Well, happy birthday in advance. And yes, it's good to dream, because then you could decide how you want yours to be designed. Hey, Cedar Holly Gardens, how are you? So good to have you with us. Check this out. And if you have the land, do you have the land? Do you have the spacing to do that? Well, if you do, then it's possible. Don't let the price scare you. You can still dream. You can dream. You can dream. I am good. Yes, the giveaway was so much fun. It sure was. Um, so they have different, that's why I think that it's important though. Look at this. I like this idea here, that against the house, say you have a wall, a garage wall or whatever, you can create a space. You could get some wood. Yes, they use steel and glass, but you can also put up a frame and create. That's why I showed you Angela's Busy Bee homestead, how she used her first greenhouse was made out of Coke bottles. I'll continue to dream. Thank you very much. Yes, keep on dreaming. Against the house is a great idea. Yeah. And because it will get the warmth of the house, and it'll be enclosed, but you can come up with a creative way of putting it together. Check this one out. I like this one. Yes, put it on your birthday wish list. Another person who built a greenhouse, or had her husband build her a greenhouse. I don't know if you watch Roots and Refuge. Before she moved to another state in Arkansas, her husband built her a greenhouse. First, she had one of the makeshift little greenhouses, and she was using that to start seeds in. Her mother-in-law bought her a greenhouse, I think for about maybe $200 or so, and it was a glass greenhouse, but it was from a kit that she'd put together. And she'd always dreamed of having a greenhouse. Her husband then built her a greenhouse. They gathered together all of the different windows, and he put together the frame, and he created a greenhouse. Well, she moved, and now she's going to be getting a new greenhouse. He's going to be building her a new greenhouse on their new property. So look out for that. And she went to one of her friends in another state, and she purchased some stained glass windows that she's going to put in her greenhouse that he's going to build for her. Now, isn't that special? Yeah, I think, and then here's another one. Here's another style of greenhouse. it's a little different. So they have the contemporary style as well as having the more old-fashioned style. And this is like a little plant house. You see that one right there? You can get something like that too in the stores that aren't too expensive. To start with, I like this one. This is the one that I like. I think it'll be big enough to go in my yard, my garden. So that is what I wanted to share with you. I think that we need to continue to stretch our thinking, and you know, it may seem so impossible right now, but I don't know if you're a believer, but I would say with God, all things are possible. To those who believe. Do you believe? Do we have a believer in the house? That it's possible. All things are possible to them that believe. Yeah, that is beautiful. And if you have the land, that's the beginning part. If you have the land, then all things are possible. Okay, the monarch is calmed down. I can chat now. The Manica. Amen. Woo! We got a little faith going on here. Come on, stretch your faith. Yay! All things are possible. Look at that. You're on YouTube. And many of you have got your, hey Kiki, I saw you come in. Yeah, you can find vintage stained glass, thrift antiques, and sometimes I own a really old window I have from when I had my own thrift antique drugstore years ago. I believe, amen. Good, I'm a believer. I'm looking into getting a shed. Good, Deborah. Yeah, and I was thinking about that. Like how they have those sheds. When you go to Home Depot, sometimes they have those sheds out there, and they're not too expensive. I would say that if you're able to have someone even extend a window or build a window in it and get and put in a window frame for you, that you can have more light, that you can put your plants up against it to have them grow. Yeah. So it's a matter of, that's awesome, Deborah. Yeah, that's awesome. So it's a matter of being creative. You can have a greenhouse, but you could use this design, use the Hartley as an idea, something to put up on your vision board, if you have a vision board of what you would want it to look like. And if you have a handyman or a builder, a contractor, a carpenter who is a friend of yours that can help you, you can have it done. They're nice sheds, and I want to use it as a greenhouse too. Yes, Deborah, see? There you go. Yay, 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 yay. But in the meantime, you can start small. You can start small, and that's what I did. I went to the ones up against a brick wall would really help hold in the heat. Exactly. And they call that like the cold frame, creating like a cold frame. That cold frame idea is a good idea too, where it's up against the house. I think they gave an example of one here, and you could use that. Well, even this, look at this. This is what they showed here. That's a little greenhouse. That's something that you can design. You can get some wood and some build a structure and get some of that the plastic, or even they have that other plastic thing. I don't know what the name of it is, that you can use. Now, there's another woman that I used to watch, or that I watch, and she had a greenhouse too. Let me see if I can pull her up. And she had her husband construct a greenhouse for her. And it wasn't something very. All right, let me see if I can pull it up for you. Um, the Elliott Homestead, that's what I'm working on now. I have a plant stand on my deck that I'm going to turn into a greenhouse. Exactly, Deborah! Yay! Deborah's getting the idea. So we've got to stretch ourselves. We've got to think deeper. All things are possible through Christ who strengthened me. We are all going to manifest our dreams and our perfect destiny together, all going to pray it into each other's and our own existence. Amen to that. See, the holic is preaching. she's prophesying. She's speaking it into existence. Yeah, and that's it. I think that when we start to open up our minds and our thoughts and start to dream and start to see that things are possible, and that we need to grow our own food. It's not that we're just trying to come up with something because we just want to have a beautiful thing, which we do, but that there is purpose to it. There is purpose to us growing our own food. We want to be, God wants us to be self-sufficient. He wants us to be healthy, and he wants us to be able to thrive. And especially in this day and age, we need to be able to extend our growing season on both ends, on one end and on the other. And so it is important to be able to have the tools and the resources that we need. And if it requires that we be creative, that we're able to buy a shed, does Pinterest count as a vision board? Yes, Pinterest counts as a vision board. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Whatever works for you. Let it work. It doesn't have to be a vision board. I just say vision boards because a lot of people know of vision boards. For me, hit that thumbs up, chat. Yes, you tell them. Hit the thumbs up. Yeah. So I just wanted to inspire and to. I'm trying to find her greenhouse. Let's see. Elliott Homestead. She had her husband build her a greenhouse. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Starting seeds for spring. Let me see what she has here. But that's the whole idea. How can we start seeds and grow food? And I know some of you are using the winter jug. That's in a sense a greenhouse, starting a greenhouse with the winter jugs system. Some of you are, you're starting your seeds in your basement. Truly, I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. NIV. Come on, y'all. All right. Woo. We've got a preacher in the house. Yeah, so that's the idea, is to grow our food, to grow our foods, and to expand and to not be afraid. My other friend that really helped me with growing is Healthy Life Farm. Healthy Life Farm. This with Peaches. And Peaches has a greenhouse. Um, she actually had a greenhouse giveaway, and I won the greenhouse too. But it's one that you have to put together. Let me see if I can find it here. If she still has it up. Oh, oh, I don't see it. But anyway, my point is that this is an exciting thing. What do you all think? What are you all thinking? What are you all? Is this making you think of how you can possibly put stuff together? And what have you done? Have you started to grow? And how have you been extending your gardening season? Are you into growing? I'm really not into growing inside, as I said, because I really don't have the space for it, the location. So for me, a greenhouse is really an ideal situation. Um, oh, here it is. This is my friend Peaches, and she has indoor gardening. Let me see. Oh, let me see if I can.
I've been doing a lot of indoor gardening. Now I've been growing over 100 indoor plants. Half of them have been my longevity spinach. So I'm going to take you over there, show you exactly how
This is my
I
friend.
propagate my longevity spinach. Come along with me and let's have some fun. So I've been doing a lot of indoor gardening this year, more so than any other year. And right here I have some fig trees that are growing. I've got 3 indoor fig trees and they're doing really well indoors. Now I have outdoor fig trees that are outside, but they actually grow dormant in the winter and they do come back in. So I'm in my indoor garden designated area where I've been doing a lot of indoor gardening. We don't really have my greenhouse ready yet, so this is where I decided to do my gardening. The reason being is there's a huge window, sorry about the glare, but it's a huge window right here that would get a lot of bright sun in for all of my indoor gardening. And I have a few other plants here, like a cactus plant here. That is really
Yeah. So Peaches, she ended up getting a greenhouse. Hey, Mary Littleton, and she then converted her sunroom. Yeah, you love Peaches, watching Peaches too. Yes, she's also on Instagram, and she converted one of her back room into her greenhouse, and she was able to get a plastic greenhouse, and she put it in a certain area on her back porch, and she used that to also protect her plants and to do a lot of her gardening. So as I said, it's a matter of being creative and thinking outside of the box, and allowing yourself to say yes instead of saying no, I can't, no, I can't afford. That is going to stop us. Y'all are going to have to teach me how to something. I'm a novice. Use Instagram. Oh, so the thing is that um, the idea is to stretch yourself and to think outside of the box and to start thinking creatively. And we have to, I'm talking to myself too. Instead of saying, no, I can't, no, I can't afford, we've got to say, yes, I can. I might not be able to do it right now, but that doesn't mean that my future is not going to grow, that I'm not going to be able to, that I will have the ability to fund these things. That, because I think when we start to think, yes, I can, like the little engine that's, that could. That little storybook? He said, yes, I can, yes, I can, yes, I can. Chugga-lugga, chugga-lugga, chugga-lugga. And he did it. It happened. So we as gardeners, we can. I am so proud of so many of you who have been growing your channels and who have been gaining, like I don't know if Kiki's still there. Her channel is growing. Brampton, your channel is growing. Rachel, and others, that you are growing your channels. Those of you who stepped out and decided to do that, to become a YouTube creator. And Rambo didn't come on, but that little engine that could. Yeah, that little engine that could. But Rambo didn't come on. I was hoping that he would come on, but Rambo got his 1,000K subscribers, and he is now monetized. I just saw that. And so, congratulations, even though he's not here with us. His dreams are going to happen for him, because now he's going to be able to fund, his garden and his garden channel. And I want to thank you all too for coming on and being a part of this Catherine's Garden and Home. And when you all click and watch the videos, and you all help out like that, that inspires me, because now I say I have to produce, but yet I'm now able to fund my garden, and to be able to now not just put all this money into it and not see any return, but then because I know I'm able to share with you all and bless you all, and get a little ching ching to go along with it, it really helps. So the greenhouse is a better investment than the last purse, shoes, or whatever. Maybe even a what? Nearly new car instead of a brand new car. Yes, I have been following Homestead Heart as well as Led Father 72, and I'm quite inspired. I brought a small rectangular planter and plan to get some of those grow boxes. I am in a studio basement with patio. Yeah, so finding creative ways to come up with ways to grow food, because it is so important now to grow your own food. And I was listening to this doctor and all of the chemicals and things that they're putting on food, that they're spraying foods with, and we see how we might not even get foods. The foods on the shelves have been sparse because of like the trucking situation and all of these other things, and we don't know what is next to come, but at least we can be self-sufficient. Nice, grow what you can however you can, girl, that's right. So now it is a chance for us to be self-sufficient, and as I shared earlier, I was able to grow food and I'm still eating from that food. But then also too, we can grow enough food that we can share with a neighbor, or even be a part of a farmer's market, and also be a part of collaborative, and share with others that way too. And it's a good thing, because you may end up finding other people who are doing community gardening that you'll be able to swap out. Like you may have a lot of squash and they may have a lot of corn, and you'll be able to share with one another. There is a book by Nikki Jabor who wrote several books that I love. I highly recommend Growing Undercover. She is a northern gardener. Yes. Now you're preaching, Catherine Garden's Home. Yeah, so yeah, there are ways of us extending and growing. And when we come outside of ourselves, now we're growing for our own families, but then when we are able to grow a lot of food that we can share with others, that's what makes it even more special. And you will be blessed by that. Because, give and it shall be given unto you. Press down, shake it together, running over. I know someone who was using her old minivan as a greenhouse. Yes, that is funny, but it's good. Yes, and so we need to start to think that way, and you all do. And so it's an exciting time. It's an exciting season, and it is a time for us to stretch ourselves and to believe for more. Just like how our garden produces. And Rachel, you know that's true. You get, every year you've been getting seeds from your garden, different flowers and plants and so forth, and swapping seeds. And the garden is abundant. It provides more than enough. Yeah, Catherine, do you can and preserve in different ways? Also, I have not had success growing squash. No, I don't can. I'm not a canner. It just doesn't seem to appeal to me. But what I do like to do is I like to freeze my foods. So I bought myself a small freezer, and get the baggies from the Dollar Tree and the freezer bags, and what I do is freeze my food, and it really, really helps. I love it. I grow undercover. Cedarholic says, I grow undercover every year, plant in late August, eat all winter. I'm planting more Thursday. You don't stop eating in the winter. Why stop growing food? Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yes, that's really good. That's really good. Cedarholic, that's fantastic. Yeah, growing undercover is a great idea. What you do is you plant your seeds, and you'll use the row covers. Let me see if I have any. I had some pictures of that. Something like this, growing undercover. Yes, yeah, exactly. I hope to have some kale and greens out there under all that snow. Different ways, like a greenhouse, cold frames, etc. Exactly, something like this. Do you see that? So it's undercover. It's like a plastic cover over, and you can get this. This is right in. If you have your seed catalog, check out your Burpee hoop houses. Yeah, if you have your Burpee catalog, in the back, it shows you some of the row covers that you can purchase. I mean, or gives you an idea. A lot of the catalogs in these books, you use them to help you to think creatively and outside of the box. Adjustable frost protection kit. That's what they call this, an adjustable frost protection kit. So if you use that, you'll be able to protect your greens like kale and some of the lettuces and those winter crops that you can grow in the winter under cover. And then if you have a porch, you can cover them. I'm sorry that Thelma, Yankee Sister's not here, because if you check out her channel, she did just that on her porch. She grew some greens and things, and she covered them. Yeah, like lettuce, bunching onions, cilantro, kale. Yes, all of that. Do a video of it. Yeah, I just pulled up my root vegetables and roasted them. The beets are the sweetest I've ever had. Exactly. Exactly. So we can extend it and cover and do all of that. Yeah, it's all possible. It's if you have the will and the desire to do it, that it can happen for you. But it is important that we all find a way of preserving our foods, eating well. Sounds good, Deborah. Yes, 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 yes. Eating well and staying healthy. There was something else I wanted to share with you, and there's so much to talk to. Yeah, track the supply. Yes, yes, yes. But I hope that you all are excited about all of this. And the time has actually gone by so quickly with you all. You make me so happy. And this has been so exciting. This has been so exciting. Our our time together. Johnny's also offers different things too. So look at your Johnny's catalog and look at the supplies in the back. They give some ideas. Like here they have the row covers so that you can. You're happy too? Yeah. Does it make you feel good? I feel so happy too. And, because it helps you to think, stretch your mind, think, and bad spelling. Oh, don't worry about it. So take out your catalogs and look at them. In the back of your different catalogs, you'll get different information. There was something I wanted to show you, and I can't find it. Oh, here it is. All right. Now, I don't know how many of you are have AARP. If you're the over 50 crowd here. But those of you who are the over 50 crowd, I got my AARP today. And look at what they talk about. Whole body reset. And they talked about foods. The fact that we need to eat right? To keep ourselves happy, keep ourselves strong. It says, eat colorful fruits and veggies at meals and snacks. And aim for at least 5 grams of fiber at each meal. And what they're saying is that we need to stay healthy. It says a whole body reset in just 6 steps. And of course, eating healthy foods are so important. Enjoy more healthy foods, vegetables and fruits at meals and for snacks so that we can stay healthy. And so that's what it is, so that your bones can stay mobile, and you're stretching and you're exercising and you're eating. And it's reset button number 3. It says top foods, all colorful vegetables and fruits, but especially dark leafy greens, lettuce, spinach, and kale. Crucifix vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, arugula, cabbage, collards, watercress, red and orange vegetables, carrots, squash, red peppers, tomatoes, berries, tree fruits, apples, pears, cherries, and citrus, oranges, grapefruit, lemons, and limes. That sounds like everything that we are growing or want to grow in our gardens. So for us to stay healthy, let's get with it. Yay! Well, my lovelies, the time is a-moving. Let me see what you all said. Okay, yeah, I typed one-handed. Okay, that's okay. If you check out the website, there are small ones up to large ones. I thought I misspelled. What is that? I'm happy with my little DIY 6x6 greenhouse. That's good. Brampton Gardener. Rachel, that's good. That's part of it. You got to be happy with what you got. Oh, girl, plastic, vinyl, glass. Yep. I'm going to, I'm going to check you out. Yes, check out Brampton Gardeners. Make sure we're winding down now. Make sure that you subscribe to one another's channels. I've been trying to get around to everyone's channel, and stop by, say hello, thank you. Hope you like puppy antics. Yeah, you got a sweet little puppy there. I'm not necessarily into puppies, but your puppy is sweet. Some kind of greenish plastic. Oh, who's that? Hello, how are you all, chick? Yeah. Chi-Chi Sweets? Thank you for coming and stopping by. Yes, so good to have you stop by. Everyone, make sure that you subscribe to Rachel, Brampton Gardener. And she is working on her subscriptions. I can drop links if you want. Go right ahead, girl. Help yourself. And everybody and anyone else who has a channel, drop your link. And we should support one another because we need to grow. That's what we need to do. Those are some cold weather goodies you first learned. Oh, you can start a pineapple indoors in a whew, in a mason jar. Just root that top you cut off. Yes. Hi, how are you? Yeah, and she is a seed lover, and she saves seeds and she grows things from seed and all of that. I just showed you some love, Rachel. I will be visiting all of you. Yes, visit one another and show each other love. Yes, and make sure that you subscribe to one another, okay? And let us continue to grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. That's right. Oops. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. Yeah, we're gonna grow, 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 yeah, grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together. Come on, grow, 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 grow together. Come on, grow, 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 yeah, grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. Catherine's garden and home. That's right, Catherine's garden and home. Yeah, yeah, Catherine's garden and home. We're gonna grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. Well, that's it. Me too. I like seeds. Cheaper. Yes, that's good. And it's actually better when you know exactly how your food is growing, that you are starting from seed. It's actually better. But, you know, there are times when I like to support also. So I also buy my seedlings from a local gardener or grower that I trust. And it's better than, I love going to her. It's better than going to Home Depot. So I do buy my tomatoes and my peppers from her and the starts from her. And she's not that expensive. And also we need to support one another. Support your local growers as well. Well, my phone is about to give up. And yeah, now to watch the videos. Yes, watch my videos. Make sure that you hit the like button. If you have not hit the like button, hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Share my channel, please. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. I've been doing this for a while and I need to grow, 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 grow together. So continue to support one another, support the work. Thank you so much for showing up. I mean, you make all of this worthwhile. And I want to say thank you. And thank you for watching the videos and leaving a comment because, you know, Google looks at that. If they look at the thumbs up and they look at the comments section. And I'm trying my best to keep up to make sure that I like your comments and respond to you. But you know that I love you all. And blessings, everyone. Enjoy your evening. Thank you, Sonia, for welcoming everyone in. Everyone give Sonia a hand. She has been there for me, and I really appreciate you. Thank you, Sonia. You're so faithful. I really appreciate her, and she's been such a blessing. Thank you for Cedarholic. Oh, sorry, I lowered you. You good girl. I speak fluent Taiwanese. I like seeds from Coop Tractor Supply. Yeah, well, you know, I'll post something on Instagram soon. Yes, check out one another. Yeah, I'm trying to pull up my Instagram. Oh, don't forget to visit the website, Catherine's Garden Home, lws.weebly, weebly.com. and there, join, leave a contact, come and connect with me, and I will put you on my email list and send you an email. I did send the email. Did any of you see the email? The Florette Farm, she was giving out mini free workshops, and I just wanted you to know, if you were interested in seed starting, you wanted to know more about that, just to hear and see what someone else is doing, that that you could you check that out and join her with gardening. Did you check? So check that out. Check your email. I sent you all an email, and check it out. And you see the email? Good, good, good. And if you wanted to, I watched the video. It was very basic, but it was good just as a refresher. And I like the way that she shared the information. So subscribe to her Instagram, or for her mini course, and you'll get to see it. Yeah, it's a good thing, because we want to grow flowers, right? As well, we want to grow a beautiful floral garden as well. So as I get more resources and information, I will share it with you all. And this went by so fast and furious. It's so much to share. I feel so happy and joyful. I hope you do too. And I hope that you see that all things are possible to those who believe. So believe that you're going to get the best. Yeah, I'm receiving emails too. Yes, get you. So if you're interested in being a part of Catherine's Garden and Home LWS, what was that book? Oh, that was this one. This is Cut Flower Gardens by Florette Farms. It's really nice. I found it to be very interesting. It's an investment, and you get what you put into stuff. You know, you get and you enjoy. And as someone had mentioned, that you have to figure out what is most important and invest your money in that. What is most important to you? And do that. Be intentional. Also reminding you of my journal also. I'm going to be working in it some more, doing some more planning. And you can also get this on Amazon. If you go to the website, you can pick up a copy of the journal and come along with me for the ride. Yeah, thank you to those who purchased I got that book at the library. Yes, yes, you did. Thank you for those of you who purchased your copy of the journals. You make me so happy. Around the House with Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. How you doing? Yes, we're about to end now. I know that my phone is probably going to run out of battery soon, but I just am having a hard time saying goodbye to you all, so just letting the time go. But visit the website, okay? Visit the website. Those of you who bought the journal, thank you so much. You make me so happy. I feel like a real author, gardening author. So we're going to continue to work in the journal, though, all right? And if you don't have, if you can't get one, get yourself a notebook and start planning and being intentional about your garden. Put down in your journal. Oh, Rambo showed up, everybody. Rambo, congratulations. Yes, Rambo, we were talking about you. Congratulations. Yeah, you're late, but that's all right. We talked about you, brother. We're so proud of you. Yay, Rambo. Come on, everybody. Congratulate Rambo. He got his 1,000 subscribers, and he is monetized. Yay! Make sure you visit him, subscribe to him, and listen to the ads so that he can get some ching-ching, okay? Yay, Rambo! We are proud of you. Woo, 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 woo. Yay, I'm so glad you came on. Oh, Black Tropical Homestead. How are you? Yes, yes, yes. We're about to end, but so good to have you too, Cherie. Cherie, make sure you subscribe to Cherie's channel as well. Yeah. It's so good. I am so proud of you all. We had a great time today. We've been just having a whole lot of fun. My phone is about to go, but I am just hanging on with you all, and I'm so glad. Yes. Yes, we're a growing community. We're all blessed. You know what? I always say there's room for everybody. There's room for all of us. If everyone subscribed to everyone and everyone watched everyone, we will all be doing very well. So subscribe, visit, watch, even stop in and watch one another for, I know that you can't do it all day, but let it run. Let it run. Yay! Woo! His reply will be finished up. We appreciate you, Soul Sister. Yes, we appreciate you too. Yes, and make sure that you contact me and send me pictures and do all of that. Cherie, I need to pick your brain about what? Night boot. You wasn't listening. Oh, what? I don't know. That's something else. But anyway, continue to bless one another. Continue to just help one another and support one another in this time, because we need one another. We can build this community and grow this community. We can dream. Everyone, there is more than enough for everyone. Just as your garden is supplying, and there's so many seeds and abundance. There is abundance in the world. Don't let anyone tell you that there isn't enough. There is enough for everyone. So continue. Yeah, ha ha ha. Message on. Well, anyway, continue to enjoy one another. Continue to have a good night. And thank you all for stopping in. Rambo, again, we are very proud of you. And we're grateful that you have reached your goal, at least for now, this milestone. And we are praying that you will continue to grow, and that you will remember this moment when we celebrated you here, right here at Catherine's Garden and Home. And that you have been faithful to show up and be a part of this. Anyone else? Yes, so many blessings to all of you. Thank you all for coming, and see you next time. Sonia, my love, see you all next time. Deborah, yes, everyone. See you next time right here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together in Catherine's Garden and Home. That's right. Grow together in Catherine's Garden and Home. Grow together in Catherine's Garden and Home. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I'm so happy. Have a good night. Good to see you. Rachel, we will be praying for your mom. Yes, everyone send good prayers out to Rachel and her mom. And anyone who's feeling sick out there, we decree and declare healing and prosperity. Yes, I bless you with healing and prosperity. Amen. Have a good night, everyone. Love you. Bye. Yes, let the healing flow. Let the blessings flow. Let the everything come. Yay. Until next week. Bye. That's good. Good to hear, Rachel. I'm glad that she's doing better. Bye.